Hello, everyone. Welcome to Abyssal Ascent. This is our first episode of our Let's Play series for Minecraft Java in celebration of Halloween. So, this is a mod pack where you start at the very bottom, deep in the world, and you have to work your way up through different dimensions to get to the overworld. But it's not like a portal system. You actually dig between layers. So they have the dimensions stacked on top of each other like a sandwich. And it requires different tools and stuff to break the blocks to get into the next layer. But anyway, I thought it would be fun because, well, being in strange new surroundings with nothing is actually pretty scary. There's only a few things that really scare me. Deep water scares me a lot. And being in the dark scares me. That's about it. So. Oh, I did check the pack out. So we do have a test world. But I'm going to create a new world. It takes it a minute because it has to stack the dimensions. Alright, so we're going to name this Halloween. And that I'm put on hard. And we're going to do Lady Eternity. That should be good. Do not mess with this stuff because it'll mess up the gen. Alright, let's do this. Let's see where it puts us. So we start in the undergarden, which is very, very deep in the world. And it takes it a little bit to generate. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for each individual layer. And it comes with a quest book, but it doesn't actually have like feed the beast quests. So, but we'll be reading the quest book and everything once we get established. When you first start out, if you're going to be playing along, I don't suggest you running shaders in the undergarden. I mean, you can if you want, but it's going to be difficult because it's so dark and you initially won't be able to see. We could probably kick on shaders once we're established, but we're not going to have any torches or anything like that. So, all right, here we are. So we have our quest book, which we're going to hold on to. We've got a really crappy sword. We can make a crafting table right off the bat. And there it goes. A little bit of lag there. It's okay. Alright, so let's come up here. Yeah, if you're running shaders, this will all be like pitch black, okay? So you probably want to avoid that. Let's go ahead and make some implements of destruction, shall we? So we got to pick. We'll hold off on the axe. Our first priority is to get some stone. Because we are not safe. So, just for your benefit, I'm going to show you the difference between a shader and not having a shader. I've already set the shader up and everything, but yeah, as you can see, it's pitch black. So, yeah, I don't suggest having the shader on when you first get going, because you're not going to be able to see anything. Okay, so let's get some tools going. And we'll make that. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do, all manner of nasties can spawn. So we've got to be very careful. The undergarden is not a friendly place. So I think what we're gonna do is just carve out a house right here. So the plan that I have, we are 2,000 blocks below the overworld, guys. That's a lot. So my plan is we're going to make a giant descending staircase. That way we can make our base as big as we want, and we can just descend through the different dimensions to come back to our base. I don't know if there's waystones in. I didn't look, but that would be very helpful if there were. So I'm going to dig this out real quick, okay? Okay, I think that's a good start on the base. Got a nice initial chamber. So now I think we should probably work on getting some wood. It's very important that you always keep an eye on your surroundings, because there's some really nasty things in this dimension. So you don't want to be eaten. So one of the very first priorities we have is food acquisition, of course, and we need to get a bed established. So when you chop these trees down, they can drop this string-like stuff, right? Ooh, there's a bunch of stuff down here. So this dimension has all the regular ores. It's got lapis and diamonds and emeralds and gold. I don't think it has iron though. It has a different substance called clogram, I do believe. There we go. Alright, we'll come back to this. I want to get some trees chopped down. And I gotta keep an eye out for monsters. So when you craft or are given or find weapons and tools, they can be different qualities. So it looks like the pickaxe we're using is epic. This is just green, which is just like uncommon, and then this is rare. So this is rare. Oh, sorry, actually epic. So this is epic. This is common. Legendary. So when you're trying to craft your keep forever tools, you're going to want to try to get it as good as possible, right? It doesn't look like there's fast leaf decay in this, so you kind of got to wait. The green guys make a lot of noise. They sound like a herd of elephants, but they will not hurt you. Sometimes the leaves drop these. We want these. These twisty twigs, we want these because they're going to allow us to make string. Which is good. Don't pick these up because they require shears. These guys are vendors. They're they're the sentient guys down here. And they talk, so that's kind of cool. They won't harm you as long as you don't harm them. But if you start whacking on them, then of course they're gonna kick your butt. So, and they got like 50 hit points, so you need to be careful. Don't go pissing off the natives. It's very startling when you hear them walking around because it sounds like a Tyrannosaurus Rex is coming to eat you. But it's not. So we're going to try to get as much progress as we possibly can. Let's see how it goes. What we're wanting is diamonds. We need diamonds. We need to make a diamond pick. Because that is going to help us mine a lot more. So there's a structure over there, it looks like. So there's lots of different levels to this place, okay? We could be towards the bottom or we could be sandwiched in between. There's no way to know until I start really looking around. Second goal after we make a bed, of course, is going to be find a way to fish. Because if we could fish, then that'll take care of food issues quite handily. So it's not just those twisty things that we need. We also need a slug, which I haven't seen any yet, but I'm sure we'll get some. I'm sure we will. We're going to have to terraform this a little bit so I can see where our house is. Plus, we have to have room to be able to plant things. So we'll just kind of remove some of the dirt right here. And get our cute little hobbit hole all set up. We definitely want those. For sure. What do you have to sell? I have no idea what he just said to me, but hopefully it was something nice. I'm doing good. We got 9 twisty twigs already. That's pretty good. I don't think I want a tree outside my house. We need to make another shovel. Lots of dirt we gotta move. Right. Looks like we're getting a pretty good start. Now the map is showing aggressives, but I think they're above us or below us. So, not something we need to worry about at this moment in time. I don't think. Okay. So the reason why we need to have a bunch of wood is because we got to make containers and whatnot. So we have places to store stuff, you know. That's kind of important. Alright. So we have a whole bunch of these yellow flowers. I'm going to put them out here. Why not? It's too bad they don't glow, right? Right, so this is going to be our floor. So you'll notice that when you find diamonds and emeralds and things like that, you can mine them. That's pretty cool, right? Very cool. So this is what we've got so far, guys. Not bad, huh? I'm gonna go chop some more wood. Alright, guys. So, progress. I chopped some trees, got some stuff. Just got this one last wall to fix up, and then I think we're gonna go mining because we need some gear. You know me, I gotta have a house to feel at home, so. Also, this mod pack is terrifying, dude. Seriously. I ran away from this little guy who was just a tiny little ball with an exclamation point above his head. Nasty stuff. It doesn't look like there's any storage mods in this pack, so I might have to put one in. There's a backpack mod. And for some reason I keep getting these darn waypoints show up and I don't know why. It's weird. But anyway, so there's this backpack mod right here. So if you look under storage, or sophisticated, it's only got the backpack mod. It doesn't have barrels or anything like that. So if you look at chests, yeah, not looking good. Drawer, no drawers. So I might put sophisticated, since it's already got sophisticated backpacks, I might put sophisticated storage in because, you know, it's that makes sense, right? To have sophisticated storage. But we'll put all our tables and whatnot right here, and we can put some decorations up here maybe, and yeah. And then this direction we'll have the bedroom, the kitchen, and all that good stuff. But yeah, I think it's a good start. I think it's a good start. So we have places for everything. I deem this guy right here for iron spells, because apparently iron spells is in the pack. And this is going to be plants. This is going to be tree stuff right here. And food will be right here. And this will be building blocks, dirt. And there's a few odd things afoot. Our book duped for some reason. I don't know why. I did log out and log back in, but I've just got the heebie-jeebies because of that. Last pack had issues. Not good issues. So I just didn't want to do a bunch of videos and then find out, oh look, the pack's broken. That would suck. So, but let's go ahead and get some picks made, and then we're gonna go mining. Miner 49er. I'll feel a lot better once we get some proper tools and whatnot, and some armor and stuff. So yeah, that little guy we ran from took some swipes at us. It was not pleasant. So let's go ahead and read this real quick. It says, here you will find a lot of important information regarding the mod pack. I highly recommend you read through this if you have any questions, and if an answer is not provided, you can ask us on our Discord server. This guide is still being worked on, and most of the content for now will be primarily early game to help newer players. Also, you may have to swap around keybinds in order to use certain features, as there's a few in conflict by default, which is understandable. It's always like that. In the early game, your journey begins with discovering the world around you, mastering the basics of survival. So, enchanting. Did you expect to see this so early? Didn't expect to see this so early, eh? Enchanting is a core part of Abyssal Ascent and its progression. You'll go through multiple armor sets throughout Abyssal Ascent. All of these will need to be enchanted in order to survive. Enchanting has many upsides from vanilla here, along with many other enchants that you can use. The most important parts of enchanting in Abyssal Ascent is to know that 1. Anvils do not have any MBT cap. Number 2, there's a disenchanting table which allows you to disenchant any item and get the book of the enchant in return. Just a little critique to the people that made the mod pack. So far it's amazing. You might want to say something different on this particular line right here, because newbies aren't, just normal players aren't going to even know what MBT is. So I mean, I know, but they might not. Anyway, there's a disenchanting table which allows you to disenchant any item and get the book of the enchant in return, which is awesome. How you want to gain the experience required to do all of this is up to you, and please do not try to skip enchanting. So, that's not a problem. Okay. Magic. Magic in this mod pack is handled by Iron Spells and Spellbooks mod. If you're unfamiliar with it, remember reading the wiki online. You can use magic for many purposes, offensively, utility to buff, heal, and other players, etc. To cast magic, you need to have a spellbook equipped in your spellbook accessory slot and read accessory entry. To select a spell to cast by default, press R, blah, 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 blah. It just tells you how to cast. Spell cost is decreased when you wear mage armor and all that good jack. Some spell books can be crafted, while others can be found in loot or through boss drops. Spell books aren't the only medium you can use to cast spells or other rare, powerful, specialized items. You can also inscribe spells onto to cast magic. To inscribe spells onto your spellbook, you need to either find or craft an inscription table. You can find them in some structures. You also need the scroll to inscribe physically onto the spellbook. Scrolls by themselves can be used, but it is a one-time use, so it's generally a good idea to just inscribe them onto your spellbook instead. Scrolls can be either crafted or found in random chests and loot, as well as mob and boss drops. Crafting them is pretty complicated. Visit the mods wiki to learn how you can do that. Or watch Lady Eternity do it. Reforging. Nearly all armor, tools, weapons, and accessories can be reforged to change the modifier it has. Rare modifiers provide more potent buffs. To reforge, you need an anvil and a hammer that corresponds to the type of item you want to reforge. An armorer's hammer for armor and accessories, and weaponsmith hammer for weapons. Tools cannot currently be reforged. Next update, that will be added. Alright, so we need to make an armorer's hammer and a weaponsmith hammer. Let's go look at that real quick. Hammer time. Weaponsmith hammer. Tools. Oh, look. Tools has been added. Alright, so armor. Toolsmith. You can only trade for it. Weaponsmith. Very nice. So that's not too difficult, is it? Alright. You can craft the necessary hammers for the item you want to reforge using clogram ingots and sticks. Check JEI for the recipes. To be able to reforge an item, it must be full durability and must not have the extended reforge, as all items with this reforge become unreforgeable. Do bear in mind, not all items can be reforged. It's monitored by tags, and not all are included. Okay. Undergarden armor. There is a wide variety of available armors in the Undergarden. For simplicity's sake, I will not be providing specific crafting recipes for them. Check them out yourself using JEI by opening your inventory, searching their names in the bottom right corner of the screen. Or you could just say at Undergarden. Easiest set of armor you can craft in the Undergarden is wooden armor, crafted with any type of log, not planks. Clogram is the Undergarden equivalent to iron, which can also be crafted into a full set of armor. Similarly, you have Utherium set, which can be crafted with Utherium crystals dropped by rot spawn hostiles. Frost steel armor, while a little harder to obtain due to material rarity, is another option which provides one defense less per equipment piece than Utherium, but gives you one extra armor toughness per piece. It does also slow down your movement a little though. You can also craft magic armor sets that complement your spellcasting ability and add to your total mana pool, which are such as a Cryomancer set, Wandering Magician set, Evoker set, Plague set. There are some, of course, many more mage sets of armor, but those ones you are able to craft in the Undergarden. A vital ingredient for crafting mage-related armor tools is arcane essence, which can be mined and also found in dungeons. It doesn't say that, but I know it is. And we will be doing that, so. In the Undergarden, there are two bosses, one primary and one mini-boss. The mini-boss is named the Forgotten Guardian, which you are required to kill to obtain the materials to craft the pickaxe to progress to the next dimension above, the Nether. The Forgotten Guardian is found in the catacombs and is very tanky, hits hard, but is also very slow. You can attack the Forgotten Guardian without taking damage if you backtrack, staying outside of its range while hitting him with melee attacks. It's recommended having a decent melee weapon and full clawgrub armor before engaging. The second and primary boss, while not required for progression, drops very valuable loot, but is much more difficult to defeat. Oh, you know we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna kick his butt. The second boss is named the Dead King and is found in the magic catacomb structure in his throne room in the Undergarden. The Dead King is a spellcasting base boss and has 2 stages. Upon his health reaching 0, he will revive and replenish 50% of his health bar in an enraged state and will utilize much more destructive magic to end you. If you're playing solo, I recommend having a full enchanted Utherium armor with decent modifiers, a melee and a ranged weapon with teleportation and healing based magic for utility. If you're playing co-op, though, this is easier and you could probably wing it with decent gear. It'll still be a challenge, however. Aw, we're not playing co-op. We're all by our onesies. Undergarden food. And some of these meals can be crafted at a crafting table, while others need cooking pots and a furnace. For simplicity's sake, I will not list crafting cooking recipes. Cook them yourself using JAI by opening your inventory and searching their names on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. There are various food sources in the early game for the Undergarden. The most reliable way is to collect underbeans, cook them, and save a few to be replanted to regrow. Underbeans can be found in nearly all Undergarden biomes randomly. When you find one, right-click it to harvest while keeping the bush planted for more later on, and they grow very quickly. Gloopers can be bred as cattle animals for leather and food. You breed them using gloom gourds, and Undergarden equivalent of pumpkins. Gloom gourds can also be farmed the same way as pumpkins can, by crafting them into seeds and planting them on tilled soil as a way to sustain your glooper population. Be warned that farming them might be a little bit of a pain, as they secrete poison when directly harmed. There are ways to get around this by making some unique farm designs, though. Another use for gloom gourds, aside from breeding gloopers, is consumption. While you cannot consume them directly by crafting a cutting board and placing a gloom gourd on top, you can chop them into smaller edible slices. Furthermore, you can use gloom gourd to craft gloom gourd pies, which is a much more nutritious but are more difficult to produce in large quantities. Dwellers are another non-hostile mob in the Undergarden that can be called for food. They drop dweller meat that can be cooked. However, unlike gloopers that cannot be bred, Gronlets, while quite cute looking in my opinion, are much more useful as a source of nutrition rather than being a light source. However, cooking recipes for them are much more complicated than other food in the Undergarden, as they require a cooking pot to craft. Food such as Gronlet with roasted veggies and Gronlet rolls. Mogs, while not a source of direct food, drop mog moss, which can be crafted into scintillating stew. You can also have stuffed gloom gourds, bowls of stuffed gloom gourds, and drop stew. Underbean salads, depth shroom cream soup, glitter dish, bloody mushroom tomato soup, baked gwibbling, and vegetable mog steak, glitter wrap, and cooked gwibbling fillets, which are primary fish of the Undergarden. Yeah, I was thinking we could make a fishing pole and go fishing. Undergarden weapons. There are countless different weapons you can wield. For materials in the Undergarden. For melee, you have swords, daggers, longswords, katanas, saber, blah, 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 blah. For ranged, some of these can also be used as melee. You have longbows, heavy crossbows, thrown knives, tomahawks, javelins, and boomerangs, with each type having their pros and cons. All of these weapons have their variants that can be crafted with stone, clawgram, utherium, diamond, and forgotten ingots. In terms of magic, by crafting a spellbook and collecting magic scrolls, you can inscribe them into your spellbook and use them offensively as weapons. Some magics can be used for utility, while others can heal you, buff you, and your allies. Spells casted cost mana, which can be increased by having a better spellbook and wearing higher quality mage armor. Okay. It's pretty simplistic. Late game, middle game. Let's just worry about the early game for now. Alright, we're going to leave those in there. And we are going to go mining, guys. We have to figure out where we want our mine to be. We could go along the wall, right? And see if we can score some ores. It's kind of dangerous, so. So this is Clogbrum. Oh, you like my chimney? Pretty cool, right? I would kind of just like to have a mine, honestly. I'm trying to think of where I want the mine to be. Do we want to have it off the house, or I don't know. I think I'd rather just like have it like off by itself. I think. So I think we're going to have the mine over here. I think we're going to start out like up here and just mine down. Sounds good, right? So there's going to be a flat area right here, and we're going to have one stair that goes up and one stair that goes down. Sounds good, right? That would be lovely arcane dust. Hopefully we'll score some diamonds. Once we get some gear on and we make a weapon, then we'll be able to take on some baddies. What I'd really like to do is find a dungeon. That would be super. It's a really great way to get loot, you know? So this one right here is going to go up. So if you see a structure or something on the map, you can just mouse over and it tells you what Y it's at. So this structure is at 62. You see that? So it's actually below us. I just kind of wanted to get an idea of how this is all going to play out. So what we're going to want is this path right here is going to go all the way. That's at 75. It's going to go all the way up to the overworld, right? Our main path. And we will have rails eventually, because that's just cool. I don't know if you can go through the dimension thingy on rails or not, though. So I guess we'll find out. But yeah, this pack is going to be a lot of fun. Oh, that's our, that's something. That's our wall, it looks like. It's all good. We'll just go over it until it's done. Until we find some diamonds, this is going to be kind of slow mining. Okay, I'm just gonna pause it and get some mining in, and I'll unpause it if I find any ore. Okay. Diamonds, diamonds. This should be enough diamonds to make our pick. So yeah. We'll go ahead and use these up. Why does it keep putting waypoints everywhere? Let's go find out. I think it's probably a keywine. So zeros' mini map. Oh, that's why. There. All fixed. I couldn't figure out why. I was like, why is it putting waypoints everywhere? Oh, that would be why. That's my, that's the key I use to pause a video and unpause a video. So. We have found something, guys. I don't know what that says. Your NPCs. Whoa. Okay. So. There we go. That's the end. Alright, give me my torch back then. Okay. One more over. We'll just hang our butt out. There. Okay, here we go. So this is what we were wanting. So, get some stairs here. And a torch. And then we're gonna go down. Well, that wasn't what we wanted. It's okay. We'll just do this instead. I hear NPCs. Might be able to score some stuff, right? It was not a good sound. Okay. That is a dungeon. And that was a bugger that spawned outside the dungeon. Okay. So let's see if we can. Wow. Hello, guys. Oh, this is so good. There's dripstone in here. Oh, this is nice, guys. Okay. So, gotta make a gate so that the little buggers can't get out, right? I'm gonna gate them in. Buzz off. Can't you see I'm doing something's here's? No. No, let's not do that. Okay. So we're going to put a fence right here. Hi. God only knows how long they've been trapped here. No, go away. Gotta do this just right so it doesn't mess up. Alright, super. So now we can do this. And this. Put a torch. Hello. No. 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 Stop. Just to stop them. For right this very second. There. Now we should be safe. I don't think they can open gates, so I'm going to take your stuff, guys. Sorry. Looks like you're making a supreme mess of it anyways. No potatoes, huh? Wow. Okay, so I want to fix this for them. So let's see if we can find our crafting table, because I don't remember where I stuck it. There it is. So let's go ahead and retill all this for them. This is what's doing it. Right here. We'll just do that so they can't, because they get on top of it is what it happens, and then when they get down, it untills the land. So if we do it like this, then they won't untill it. So we could start a village with this, guys. This is amazing. All we'd have to do is provide them with beds. I mean, sure, it's going to be a thing, but probably worth it. So they should replant. They have some still growing, so I think we're just going to leave it and plant a couple of these beetroots for them. And we'll keep the rest for ourselves. We'll go up here and see what's up here. Whoa, hello. So this is all a mess up here. I don't think they're going to come up here, honestly. I mean, they might, but I doubt it. So we'll just put that right there and... Oops. Like that, and then... I mean, just in case, right? But that'll stop them from doing bad things, Mikey. So it doesn't look they have right-click harvest on this. Okay. So let's see what kind of stuff is in here. So we got beds. Got a tree. Hello, oak sapling. I was just looking to see if there's anything that can help us. So this is like a bunker, is what this is. This is a bunker. Interesting. Another sapling. Oh, hello. This is pretty neat. It's got flowers and stuff. Alright. That's pretty cool. So there's bunkers. This is all iron blocks. Jeez. I'll take your iron blocks. And I'll just fill that in. Cobbled deep slate. Okay, let's go back. So they only have 2 beds. They only have 2 beds. I don't think they're gonna go back up, but if they do, let's put a leader right here. So that it just kind of guides, you know? Like that. That way we don't have villagers falling off. So they can go up and down the ladder without killing themselves. I don't know if you can plant regular crops on this. I mean, maybe you can. It's pretty spectacular. So, this dripstone we can use to propagate lava. There's not going to be a whole lot of lava in this dimension, so it's really important that we propagate what we find. So we're just going to leave them. This should be fine. I'm going to leave my crafting table. I think we should probably put some torches up here. There. Nice and tall. And then fill it in. Like that. And then put another torch up there. That should be safe. Should be. Oh, we need to finish the stairs right here. There. All right. And go on back to the house. So that was a huge find. If we can make some beds. Then we will be golden. Yes, indeedy. I need to make some shears so I can pick these up and move them. Alright. So guys, I think we've gotten a really good start. A really, really, really good start. We got some food. We got some seeds. Gonna have to make a garden. We got some actual oak saplings and some iron. That's really cool. And we got a diamond pick. All in all, I'd have to say that that's a pretty spiffy start, I'd say. Well, anyway, guys, I had a lot of fun today, and I hope you did too. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode, because this is going to be a really fun mod pack, I think. And this camera is like really weird. I like it. But anyway, you guys take care, alright? Toodles!